Hi everybody, welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thank you for coming back and watching the replay as well. I hope you enjoy it. So this is a card that was in my recent class and I thought I'd share it with you guys, as you like making cards generally, my lovely followers. So everybody at the class got this kit, and so I will go through what we did. Let me just check I've got the stamp set. Yes, I do. Got that to hand. So we used this stamp set here, the So Sentimental stamp set. And we used, which one was it? Your Friendship is a Blessing. Now I've just realised that the stamp I used to stamp the centres of those flowers, I've actually just lent to somebody, so I'm not going to be able to do exactly the same centres. But that's okay, because I've got plenty of other stamps that I can make use of, including, oh, where's it gone? It was on my desk today. Yeah, this one. Colourful Seasons. We'll use that lovely little stameny thing from Colourful Seasons. I'll just grab it out now so that I'm not fiddling around for it in a second. Right. So I've named this the title of this video is Shabby Chic, and although it's not super duper shabby, I would say it's of that ilk. It's that kind of feeling to it, with the wood texture and you know, the white frame and the flowers and the lace and that kind of thing. So if you know anybody who's really into this kind of style, please do share this card out with them. Now, obviously, the stamps that I'm using are current as of March 2020. But if you're watching this in, say, 2 years' time, please don't think that you cannot recreate this card. Please look at, come and have a look at the current Stampin' Up! Catalogue and see what is available. So, because I'm sure there's something that can be substituted. Right, so we've got the card base, which is just half an A4 piece of cardstock, and then we've got a matting layer, which is basically 5mm short of each side, and then it's been put through this gorgeous wood grain embossing folder, and it's just beautiful. I love it. It's just great for all kinds of styles of cards, and really great to use. But take note that if you do purchase this, you will need to buy, just one time only, the blue plate to work with it, because it needs to be a specific plate for it to kind of work properly. So for those of you who have the Big Shot machine or other die cutting machines, please get in contact to make sure you have the correct plates. Right, so just to add a little extra kind of shabbiness to this piece of card, what you can do is add some extra ink. So this cardstock has been cut, is soft, the colour is soft seafoam, and so what you can do is get the soft seafoam ink pad and then brush it down through or over the card. And so to do that, I would start with the edges, just go around the edges to start off with, just to make sure those are all inked up. And then if you want to, you can then brush over. Right, so let me say a quick hello to everybody that's come on the live. Hello, welcome, Kay, Gina, Bev, Michelle, Wendy, Deborah, Jared, Vanessa, Christine, Jackie, Janice, Subo, Minda. Minda, is this the first time you come on a live? Hi, Tina. My favourite Thoughtful Bloom, so good I got it twice. Oh, it's a lovely one. Oh, you're welcome, Nydia. Thank you for joining. So I'm just gently just stroking my ink pad over the top of that piece of embossed cardstock. Okay. Hi, Tony Sinnott. Welcome. Is this the first time on my live? Please do say hello if it's the first time you've... Now do be careful when you do this. Can you see that a little bit of foam came off then? So just be gentle not to damage your foam pad, okay? I think it's catching perhaps on the top there, but anyway, it's not damaged beyond repair. Just be careful, all right? I don't want you going back to Stampin' Up and go, Ruth told us to do it. You're doing it at your own peril, all right? I've warned you. Right, so then these pieces, I need to talk to you about these pieces. These were cut using the rectangle stitched framelits dies, and I used 2 dies. So I put one there and one there, and I got this fabulous tip from Jennifer Maguire, one of Jennifer can't speak properly, one of Jennifer Maguire's videos. Okay, so look, I've still got it here, so I'll show you what she suggested. I use some I've got some paper tape that I use for packaging. So what I did was laid my 2 dies down together as I wanted them to be. Then I put the paper packing tape over there, and the reason I did that is because it's not super sticky. It's, you know, I'm going to be able to peel it back off quite easily. But then, to make sure that it didn't break as I was putting it through my machine multiple times, because let's face it, I had, you know, about 10 or so, well, no, 12. I made 12 kits, so that I was cutting 12 times. I then put normal sellotape, you know, typical plastic sellotape that we've used for years and years, over the top to protect it. So then I can, you know, I can peel that back and get rid of that. Now I don't need it. But for whatever reason, I just popped it back in my in the plastic pocket, because it's actually a really nifty size to use. So the great thing was that we're not wasting that middle cutout. We're going to be using that to stamp our sentiment onto. So again, a little nifty tip for you guys who do classes. It's just helps cut down on time and prep and things like that. Hi, Troy's mum. Lovely to see you. Minda, yes, first time catching me live, but you've been a fan for a while now. Oh, welcome. Hi, Gail. Actually, no, but I've been entertaining family from Wales the last week. Ah, okay. So, sorry, what were you saying to that it's not your first time? Okay. Well, welcome back, and I hope you had a good time with your family from Wales. Are they from north, south, mid? I love that you call it sellotape. Yeah, I guess it's just the brand name sellotape, and it's just stuck. Yeah, although I think we spell it S-E-L-O, cello, that way. There we go. Right, so I've just stamped that with Pear Pizzazz, just for any of you who may be interested. And, oh, now, again, because I haven't got Thoughtful Blooms with me, I think what I'll do is I'll just use this stamen just to create a little bit of extra detail around the, oh no, not in pink, what am I doing? Soft sea foam, just around the edge. So it doesn't sort of end up being really super stark. I just, with the soft sea foam, just added a little bit of extra detailing around the side. And I do recommend that you do that in a lighter ink. You don't want to distract from the sentiment itself, but sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of extra decoration going on the card. Right, so what's next, people? Now, where is my little piece of Anna? Was this the kit? This might have been a kit that I stole a piece of that petal pink card out of, because one of my ladies said, I haven't got it. So, let me just reach back into my cubby and see if I can find a little piece. Well, maybe not. Let's go for a bit of Rococo Rose then. I'm just going to get a little scrap piece of cardstock, and it doesn't really matter what pink you use whatever. Oh, I've just realised I've lent her the punch as well. Oh dear. What am I going to do, eh? Right, I know what. I'm going to use an old punch called Petite Petals. It's this one here, and it's actually a very similar shaped punch. So this, you can't get hold of this anymore, ladies and gentlemen, but it's very, very similar to the one that you can earn for free from Celebration. So, oh, I've just realised, Christine said that she was going to go to the NEC this weekend, but I thought I read recently that that craft fair's not happening now because of, you know what, the C word. Wing it, you can do it. Yeah, I'm going to wing it, Troy's mum. They were from Cardiff. Ah, you're in Chicago. Oh, how exciting for them. Was that the first time in the Windy City? So here I've got Blushing Bride, I do believe. Yes, Blushing Bride, or in French, Fleur de Cerisier, or in German, Kirschblut. Yes, the C word, I know. I've had to already make a decision about a meeting tomorrow, unfortunately. Right, there we go. That's quite pretty, I think. Now, if you want to add a little bit of extra colour to the edges, you can do. Actually, you know what you can do? You can just do that. Just stroke it through and get some extra colour on the edge if you want to. Oh, you call it cellophane tape? Really? Packing tape? I thought you called it... Yeah, I thought you called it packing tape. Right, we're nearly there, folks. Nearly there. So, we've got that bit. We got that bit. Got that bit. Now, we need all the other bits that I did have. Where have they gone? Oh, for goodness sake. They were all here a minute ago. Oh, there's a bit there. Oh, there's a bit there. Oh, my green leaf's gone. Oh well, it might turn up. Okay, so then everyone got a piece of ribbon, and I just asked them to tie it in a knot onto their frame. And I'm a big fan of doing this recently. I've discovered this, that it's so much easier to tie ribbon and thread onto something and then stick whatever you've tied it to onto your card. So much easier. Who needs to faff around with glue dots and whatnots when you can do that, eh? Right, I'm using the end pieces of my dimensionals just to put onto my frame shape as I scour my table for the little green things that I cannot find. They might show up in a second. Right. Oh, that's interesting, Deborah. So how brand names have changed. Ah. Right. Punch new leaves. Yes, I might have to resort to that. But I will check my floor first, because it may be that I just brush them off. When I went to go and get something, it could be that I just sort of swipe them to the floor. Right, so when placing this, put this at a slightly jaunty angle. Okay, so just off kilter, like so. Alright. I just think it made it look a bit more interesting, and then you can stick your sentiment on. But when you do your sentiment, do that straight. Alright. And I found the easiest thing to do was actually just to pop the dimensionals in there like that. Ontwonk, yes, ontwonk. That's Scottish for jaunty angle. I love it. I love it that we speak so many languages on this channel. Oh, and you know the other day I said I lost a stamp? I found that this morning. Yay. Found it this morning on the floor as I was looking for another stamp, which I can't find. Right, I'm just going to check if they're attached to my cardigan. No, they're not. Right, have a quick look on my table. Oh, by the way, a cardigan which I got in a charity shop today. I scored quite well today. Got a per una cardigan, purple per una cardigan with quite a nice detailing on it. And funny enough, I was wearing purple trousers and it matched my purple trousers, my purple cardigan. And then I got a really nice sort of greeny, olivey, limey greeny cardi as well. So I was very pleased with that. And I picked up a nice top for a friend of mine. And yeah, I was quite pleased. Oh, and a couple of other tops, just sort of bog standard tops. Right, so now we start to play with the leaves. This is quite fun. And because I want just a little leaf coming out of there, you can chop that and add that there, like that. Then you can cut this one and pop that over here somewhere. And if you want to be super duper frugal, as I saw a certain person in my class do, you can always trim that bit there and use it to put behind something else. Or even cut that one off again and stick it to that one. You know, if you stick... Oop, anyway, you get my drift. Don't know if I'm going to be fast enough to do it tonight, but you can cut these even smaller to add behind things. So there we go. I got a cosy jumper in Asda and it's Grapefruit Grove. There we go. Yeah, we do say that us demos or us Stampin' Up fans, we name colours that we see out and about with Stampin' Up colours, don't we? Oh no, I do need glue. What am I doing? Right, so my tip for this is that you stick down the leaves at strategic places. Oh my word. I've got a glob of glue just wanting to stick to... There we go. Right, blob there, put it on. Blob there, put it on. Right, lovely. Then use dimensionals for your flowers after you've given them a little bit of a, a bit of a squishing around with your fingers. So put that to hide the beginning of the leaf. So, yeah, Subo, you hear me, girl. Yeah, Subo says that things catch on her sleeves and end up on the floor. Yep, so easily done. The worst thing is if they fall on the floor and then they attach to your slippers and then you find them in a completely other room, which I did do once. I lost a stamp and found it by my computer desk in the other room. So I'm convinced I must have picked it up on my foot and walked it over there. Anyway, I found it, so that's the main thing. Right, so that then goes there, and then to finish it all off, we obviously got to have pearls, haven't we? Got pearls, lace, all that shabby chic yumminess. Got to have that on. So once that's nicely attached, we can finish off with some perlage. Yeah, dimensional pieces all over the place. Oh, come on, Pearl. It's just not want to play ball today. There we go. Little pearl in there. Little pearly whirly there. And a little one over there. There we go. Right, we're getting ready for bad storms tonight and a tornado watch. Ooh, watch out, Tennessee. Oh, well, be safe, guys. Oh, I've just realised that's a different size to that one, but that's fine. It looks fine. Very pretty. Right, there we go. You can let me know which colour scheme you prefer. Do you prefer this one? So this was petal pink, for those of you, if you want to replicate this exactly. And I use the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set to do, let's get this up close. Can you see there are some leaves? There are some leaves stamped there in the soft sea foam. And then I use it's almost like a star looking little stamp from Thoughtful Blooms. I use that to go in the middle. So because I'm without Thoughtful Blooms at the moment, because I lent it to somebody, I then swapped it out for the stamen from Colourful Seasons and used Rococo Rose instead, which is a slightly darker pink. So yeah, the petal pink is sort of towards the apricot kind of looking colours. It's got a slight yellow tinge to it mixed in with the pink, so it makes it sort of more apricotty. And the Rococo Rose, which is a beautiful dusky rose, which I would say is kind of more with a shabby chic, you know, rusticy, that kind of colour. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope that you'll put this in your top 10 favourites if you're into this type of thing. And do also pin it. I am trying to make sure I pin my projects onto Pinterest so that it's easy for you to put into your boards and come back and watch how I did them. And I think I gave you all the dimensions for that. Basically, if you're in the States and you're using your size, just do half of what you do and mat and layer as you would normally. And it might look slightly different in that because your cards are slightly more squat. You go out a bit and down a bit. We're slightly longer, but it should all fit on, you know, because your dimensions for your rectangle stitched framelit dies, those are the same. So this would work out. Now, in terms of which number rectangle to use, I better tell you that. So it was, let's work from the outside. Oh no, should we do inside out? So it wasn't the smallest. It's the second smallest and I believe the fourth. Yeah, so second and fourth smallest. That's what I used to create that frame. All right, there we go. Right, come back and join me in a second. I've got another card to show you. I'll give you a quick sneaky peek. Last one of the evening, but it'll be this one here. So come back and watch me how to do that one. Take care for now. Bye.